Hello everybody, I'm here with a Brother Project Runaway limited edition. Uh, I can never say this word over here. It's gonna be, it's, you're not even gonna come in. I'll probably put it in the description. But it's a 40. That, that's the model number 40. Um, she said she was having an issue with the bobbin. I wind a bobbin, no problem. It just sometimes these things work loose. You have to pop them down like that to make sure they don't work loose because they can be pulled up. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. It rewind fine. Let's see. We did find a little bit of thread right there and some dirt. This is something that she could actually do. She just wanted a basic cleaning and find out what's the knocking noise. I didn't hear no knocking noise. I didn't think there even was a knocking noise. But when you clean your feed dogs out, that one right there, this right here, you could do that with a toothbrush. And then you push like backward and it pulls them out. And then you just can take your fingers or you can take a pair of tweezers and pop them out. I found this all down underneath her casing. So I took all that out. There was a thread and a few dust bunnies, but not much to really worry about. And I didn't hear no issue or anything like grinding or what she say. She said it was making a clackering sound and the bobbin thread waddling up. I don't know what that means. Wadding up? Oh, maybe that was down here. It did wad up in the beginning. What happens when that happens is the tension needs to be reset. When you move your tension, you always have your foot down and your needle in the highest position to move your tension because it has to click in. Sometimes people forget and they have their foot up or the needle is kind of down and they move this and it will cause a little especially on computerized ones and sometimes not so much on the manual ones that it causes this not to click in right, so then it all messes it up. So I just reset that and it's running fine. I mean, I don't have a problem. It started in the beginning, like right here is where it had the problem, but I cut it all back out. But I did some stitches and I did some straight stitching and it's looked like it's running fine. I don't see really a problem with anything in the machine. Just got a basic cleaning and she can pick this up on Monday. It is it's kind of nice. I mean, it used to be the runway ones. The first ones that they ever made had so many problems. Something get all out of whack. They have to reset the computer. I had another lady, she had one of those and it got whacked out. I mean, it's like everything in here wasn't working with the dials and the knobs or anything. So I told her, you need to take it to a place that can reset the computer in it. I can't do that. I'm not a tech. I'm only a mechanic. I can only work on the mechanical parts of the sewing machine. I cannot work on the computer part of the sewing machine. And it took me a while to figure out how to use this knob because I didn't get no manual. I had to go and download a manual, and now I got rid of the manual. And it says you have to have the foot up to move that dial. If you don't, you get a code 8. And I'm like, what is code 8? I don't understand that one because I don't usually get code 8 because usually it always goes from 1 to 6. But nowadays they're making more codes. I don't know all of them. So I had to go online and look up the codes. And then I'm thinking, okay, that doesn't make any sense. So then I went into manual and it said the foot has to be up before you move the dial. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Anyway, let's go over it a little bit. Remember, the foot has to be up when you move the dial, because if you don't, you get this weird thing. I don't want to do that. Let's see here. We have the bobbin. It's pretty easy. It's got a little picture on how to thread it. And I always thread it through this little thing here first. And then I come up this way. I come from here over. And then went around this, back this way to the bobbin, and I click it in. Okay, bobbin works great. Everything in the area is perfect. Let's see what else. Then after that, then you rewind it, and it disengages the sewing machine and it winds it. You want to make sure this is moved correctly right here to be just a little bit over the bobbin, just a hair, so it doesn't overfill and make a big mess. Okay. Here you want your thread running from the back side up like this, okay? And you're going to thread it here. Let's see, it has a diagram right here on this little guy. Around this little thing, down here, you want the foot up. So make sure you put your foot up. I'm not going to put the foot up because I don't want to have to deal with the codes over here. Anyway, but you want to put your foot up when you're going to, when, you know, you can do this when the machine's not on, and put this up, and that opens the chambers for your tension. Now, if you have this down and you're threading it, and this will cause a knot to go down here because that means it's not in there. It needs to be inside there. So you have to pick up, hopefully this doesn't go to code. So we're going to go ahead and try to do this. Okay, no code, no code. Okay. And now this is up. It opens the chambers down in here, okay? So when you're threading it and you're going down in there, it slides between the two symbols down in there, and it holds that tension. So if you don't have the tension being held, you're going to get knots down here, okay? So then you follow through and you follow the little diagrams that tell you what to do. This is your uptake. This is what's going to pull it through the tension to give that tension enough that's going to make the machine sew correctly. And it comes back down this way and here, and then it has a little hook up here and then inside your needle. Okay, when you're done, you can put your foot down so it's ready to go for sewing. Okay, I have this on medium speed. I can't handle the fast speed, and I just don't like the slow speed unless I'm going to do something with real, it has to be a certain spot and it needs to stop. So I do it on slow-mo, but I don't like slow-mo as much, and I don't like speed up fast because it just makes me go crazy. I prefer the center, okay? Just like I like my needle in the center because I can see it better. I can, there's like these little, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's on your feet. There's little dots, and you can actually see if it's falling. Those dots, don't ever rub them off. Oh, I can't even get this thing to focus. Come on, focus for me. Oh, it's not going to focus. Oh, there it comes. It's a little bit focused. Well, anyway, there's supposed to be little dots there, and that's how you can tell your needle is lining up. If it's not lining up and it's like in the middle, it means you have somehow bumped this and it's not lining up. But this is lining up pretty much right. So we're going to go, and this one here is a top drop-in feed. That's what they call top drop-in feed. And I like this, the way they have this set up where you know, all you have to do is really easy. Drop it in. You follow this through here and it cuts it off and it's ready for sewing. So you don't have to do that extra thing where you have to make sure it goes in. But you might, you know, that gives you a little diagram so you don't forget. So let's hear what this one sounds like. I'm doing it on slow. I can control the pedal what I want to do. And then it's going to stay down, but that's okay because some of them do. My other one doesn't. It doesn't. It automatically goes up every time I stop. Anyway, he's going here, and it's going good. And I like to change this. I like to move this a little bit higher because I like the stitching to be bigger, not the tiny stitching. It takes forever if you do it the other way. So now we're going to go a little bigger, like that, and then pick this up, turn it around. And you can see your stitching, see the smaller stitching and then the bigger stitching. Down here, it's still stitching perfectly. So on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, when it's ever the easiest for this lady to come and get her sewing machine, because I'm not doing it on the weekends. I'm taking the weekends and I'm going to relax because I just get so tired of everybody coming to the house all the time. And I want to have the weekend off because people always keep coming, wanting to come disc, and weekends is my day off. I just like to take the day off to work. Now this hub is going to be down, and please don't over oil your sewing machines because one, it makes your fabric turn greasy. The other thing is it causes a lot of grabbing, like all that dust gets caught in it. So I had to wipe some of this out because it's over oiled. I don't know who's oiled it or anything, but if you over oil it, it can cause a lot of problems. So, and you never oil your tension. It's one place the oil does not go. Just like I tell people, don't ever oil your hand wheel or the belt that's in there because it can slip, and then I have to go in and scrub it, and that's going to take 3 hours. We don't want to do that. I already did that once for one lady. we're not doing that again. We're going to try not to do that, okay? And overall, the sewing machine, just like a brother, I like them a lot. Easy to run, not hard to figure out, even though the knobby thing kind of threw me off. I've never seen one of those. I usually have the up and down thingy in the front. I'm like, well, how do you do this? And it said something about off and on. I'm like, I am so more confused. So I had to go download the manual, read what this thing is, because I've never seen it before. This is something new crazy thing that they're got going on. And other than that, I still like the Brother Sewing Machine overall. I mean, it's an easy sewing machine, easy to figure out, unless you have a, hopefully you have a manual. I didn't get a manual. She didn't bring one. So I had to go download one, and then I had to get it out of my phone so I could still use my phone. But overall, I still like the sewing machine. This one, they must improve from the other Runaways. The first edition Runaways were horrible. This one I consider pretty good. I wouldn't want to really own it. I don't really need own more sewing machines. From all the donations and all the ones that I purchased and refixed back up and then ended up just selling them because I didn't keep them. I don't really keep that many sewing machines. My husband says, oh my gosh, this house is full of sewing machines. Well, they're not mine, and those ones are going to go away on Monday. So there's a big stack that's going to go away, make the foyer all open back up again. I mostly run my industrial sewing machine, my favorite Brother sewing machine. I have a Brother overlock and a Kenmore overlock, which I love the dickens out of. I have several embroidery sewing machines. One is not working properly. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I gotta sit and mess with it, and I just didn't feel like it right now. And then I have some antique ones that are been running my family when they all passed away that people didn't know what to do with sewing machines, so they hand them to me. And I said, yeah, I'll take that one. But I don't take them all because some of them are just at the verge of dying. There's nothing you can do for them because Kenmore sewing machines, some parts you can't get no more. So when they break, you can't do nothing about it. Anyway, so this sewing machine is done and ready for home to go home, and the woman can have so much fun with it. I know everybody's bringing their sewing machines in now because Christmas season's just right around the corner, and everybody's trying to get their projects done. And I know this is about the busiest time for me. And then when it hits middle of September and October, I won't see any sewing machines until right after Christmas, and then they start up again until March. So it goes from right after Christmas, January, February, and March. I'm kind of like super busy on sewing machines again. And then it slacks off again, and then it might speed up a little bit in the summer, and then it really speeds up by the time late summer and into fall, and then it just drops down again. So it's just this kind of job of mine I do is the job is so you know it's it's a it's a seasonal job, we'll say it that way, because sometimes I don't make any money at all and I just work. But I do sell fabric, and I do sell like notions. I got to get this area cleaned up. I've been trying to redo it. I've been redoing a lot of things in here, but I've been having some issues with my health. But other than that, I think I got it all under control again. So eventually, this place is going to be super nice. I don't let people shop on the weekends. It's during the week. And if you call ahead or you just text me, I can send you pictures of what I have, and you can tell me what you need, and then I can get it ready for you. And then all you have to do is just bring the cash, and you can drop it in the little thing out front, and I'll hand you the bag through the door. You don't have to really come in and show shopping. Some people do, some people don't. Some people prefer to do the drop-off thing, so I don't care. Whatever you want to do, I can do it. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. I don't even know what time it is. I lost track, but I got the last sewing machine finished. I don't have any more sewing machines, only that one, but the lady said take your time on it whenever you want to do it. So I think I'm going to start that next week. So, and I'll have 2 new sewing machines coming in next week too. So they're always coming in right now. This is the time of the season. And hopefully you guys got something out of the sewing machine. The reverse on this one is this button here. This is the automatic sew. If you don't want to use your foot, you want it to sew. You can't push it when the foot's plugged in. It'll go beep, beep, beep and give you an error. You have to unplug the foot pedal down below, and then you can run it, and you can control it, called crazy quilting. Control whatever you want to do. People like to run that one on fast or medium. They don't usually do that one on slow because that will just kill you. And this is your reverse. This is your needle up. This is your selector. This is all the different type of stitches it can do, which is awesome because you can do a lot of different type of buttonholes. These are you can use a double needle or you can use a single needle. This is a plus and minuses, so you can make your stitches go up and down. And I didn't even touch that button, and I didn't even read about it, so I can't really tell you too much about that one. Let's see, I think that's about it. It's pretty much cut and it's easy, and it does have a little compartment, and she has everything in her little bag, which is a smart lady. This is what you're supposed to do. Don't dump it all out, and then later on you can't figure out where everything went. Or if you don't have a bag, a little small, handy wrap, snack bag is a perfect little size. You can actually put, and I get those at Dollar General, by the way, if you ever need any. And I usually use them for all the dust and the junk I get off of them. Anyway, and you get your little compartment here, or you can even make one out of fabric, and put your little stuff in here so it won't go. And if the machine ever spills, or you just pick this up and you set it down and it falls and it doesn't go everywhere and you lose something. I always tell people all the time, put in a little sack and put it in a Ziploc bag, make it easier on yourself. This thing comes off so you can put your pant legs and sleeves in here so you can sew. Other than that, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully I gave you good suggestions and all that kind of stuff, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.